Okay, so Ibanez decided to release their 2023 upcoming gear because this is first day of this year. So let's take a look at them and see what they have for us this year. So right from the start, we are seeing a lot of extended range guitars. I think that's 1, 2, 3, 4. That looks to me like a 9-string. I can't see the headstock, but anyways. There we see Fishman Fluence pickups, I assume, and multi-scales and so on. So let's first, we have the signature models. We have the golden Joe Satriani guitar. Personally, not a huge fan of Joe Satriani, but this guitar looks quite epic. 22 frets and so on. I'm probably not gonna look every single model this detailed, but this just looks pretty epic. Then we have the Steve Vai signature, couple of Kikos signatures. I assume this is the first time the Jiva has been like left-sided model. And there we have the Tim Henson and Scott Lee Page's signatures, and this actually looks quite epic. I just wonder why there is a hot rail. Because I think there is not a push-pull knob to split it or anything. Wait, is there? There actually, I think there is. It looks like it would have. I'm not very familiar with these Ibanez like spec sheets, although I have quite a lot of Ibanez instruments. Yeah, the Kiko models look quite epic. Then we have the Axe Design Lab. Oh, it was a 9-string. This actually looks quite good with the inlays. Is this a J custom? Yeah. So this is probably gonna cost like humongous amounts of money, but like at least it looks good. What else? Well, this 9-string, this looks very epic. And I think they are Fishman Fluence moderns. I know Ibanez has been using Fishman Fluence pickups in some of their guitars, but it's still pretty marginal. And I think 8-string multi-scale Fishman Fluence moderns. So I think with these color schemes, quite some guitar players are willing to buy this guitar because it looks pretty epic, and if it's probably gonna be over grand, like most certainly, but if it's like 1.2, 1.3k, I assume it's gonna be worth that much money. Then we have the RG. They have the neon yellow now as left-handed. Oh, this is an Ibanez Jio. So this is not gonna be like hugely expensive. Probably like 350 euros max. Yeah, it looks quite epic actually. Obviously it doesn't have any locking tuners or locking nuts. Actually, does it have locking tuners? It doesn't state here, or then I'm just blind. Yeah, that actually looks quite epic. Then we have the Q Series, which is the headless guitar series. Nothing quite special there. Of course, it's a headless, it's pretty good looking finish with the black, like, wings or whatever you call them. I think they aren't even black, they are some type of wood grain. Oh, but it has gold frets. Or at least it says they are gold frets, but what am I to say? Oh, there is... What is this alter switch doing? I know there's power tap. Then we have the AZ Series. I'm not a huge fan of like this in the black. This I have just played too many like Ibanez Jios, which are the like most entry level guitars ever. They look just like this, and are they Seymour Duncans? Yeah, like the branding is so minimalistic that it looks quite cheap. It's a prestige model, so it probably is not so cheap. Oh, it has like... Oh, this is actually quite interesting. So there is a blend knob, which is mostly used on like basses. But what does this actually do? It's like widens the range of pickups in use. That's actually quite interesting. I don't know how it affects the tone, but at least it looks pretty cool, actually. Then we have the AZ Series. I think they haven't had this series before. It's like a telly-shaped guitar. But it looks like it has like a little contours over there, and oh, the mint green is probably gonna be so popular amongst like TikTok guitarists, and like I guess like Polyphia fans would like this guitar. Like no offense, but this looks just like a guitar that would suit them. Then we have the AZES. How is this different from the AZs? And wait. Actually have no idea. And what are Essentials? I assume these are like the... when you don't want the Geo, but you still want a like pretty entry level Ibanez, so you're probably... I think they are like that type of guitars. I'm not assuming they will be very expensive. RGD, oh. These are equipped with Fishman's 3-way toggle switch, yeah, and there's the voice thing. If this would come in like with a Floyd Rose, I would probably buy this because this looks like a thing that would suit my band very well. But yeah, this is actually good looking guitar. Is that roasted maple? It's Macassar ebony with white dots. Like personally, I would maybe like a little bit darker shade of fretboard, but it's Polar Lights themed finish, so it looks... oh, and it has 5-piece neck, so what are all these control cavities about? I assume there's like the main control cavity, there's the battery compartment, yeah, the one is for the pickup switch, and the last one, could it be for like the input jack or something? I have no idea what that last thing is. Oh, it has lumen lace, so this would just be like a metal machine. I wouldn't see this on a jazz gig, but for a metal gig this would be quite epic. Hollow bodies, I'm gonna skip those. Oh, then we have the basses. So these are the ones I'm probably the most stoked about, even though I'm switching for the guitar world a little bit more. But first we have the workshop models. Is this fretless? Yeah, fretless EHB. It has still the Bartolini BH2s. I wonder why they don't put the what they call the T1 pickups, which were in the BDB 806 MS. Because no, I mean it's like this is still the entry level workshop models. The 1005. It's not the 1505. But yeah, I think this will be very popular bass amongst like Steve DiGiorgio fans, jazz players, Linus Klausenitzer fans, all that kind of like extended range fretless players, which are in like the death metal and jazz scene. I think it would be one of their go-to basses from now on. Then we have, I think they are just like a couple of new finishes. Oh, they are bringing this as back as a new model. Some popular YouTuber, was it Ichikan Nito or someone, did a video about this bass, the earlier model, which was the red and so on model. So I guess it got so popular that they decided to release another version of it. Yeah, it has SRAS, so it's probably an Ibanez in-house pickup, and they used the piezo microphone also. These controls are, again, I'm not gonna look at them that much. And this is what caught my eye, even though that's a 6-string SR. I'm just gonna quickly look at the pickups if they are, yeah, the Bartolini BH2s. Nothing. Oh, and this has the same. Oh yeah, the Deep Twilight. So it has this new tropical seafloor finish. I wonder if they are going to get rid of the red one. Yeah, this is just like the basic Ibanez preamp. What has been very popular with Ibanez. Oh, I think this Deep Twilight, is it what it's called? Yeah, Deep Twilight finish has been very like already used, but I'm not an upright player, but this looks quite good. That if I was an upright player, I would probably play this or some type of this type of bass. Then we have the SR. Oh, this is a signature model. No, I think they released the SR5 series last year. It was the green and maple neck through bass, if I remember correct. The finish on this actually looks quite good with the binding, or I guess it's the middle part of the bass where it's not the top or the bottom. Actually, it's just the top, which looks really good. Natural low gloss, so it's probably not gonna get a huge lot of fingerprints on the body, which is great. And I just realized that the Nordstrand pickups are also natural, which is looking quite good in my opinion. Then, yeah, these look pretty basic. Oh, this finish looks really nice. It's for the SR5, so it's gonna be like maybe 600 euros. Black Aurora Burst glass. This reminds me of the Schecter Aurora Burst the name, but it doesn't look the same at all. 24 frets, also the Bartolini BH2s. In my opinion, they, okay, maybe not the cheapest models like the SR505 or 305 or them, but for the expensive bases like the 1355 and those, okay, there is Nordstrand, but the 805, for example, it's like around $1,000. So in my opinion, they maybe could try to take the T1 pickups and put it in that. Oh, this 300 series 305 looks actually quite good. The Midnight Gray Burst, and it's black. Is that black hardware? For me it looks like chrome, but I guess it's Osmo black. And these have the cheapest pickups. Yeah. Then there is the new finish for the GSR. I remember the walnut flat was before, but this black actually looks quite good. It matches the headstock better, so it's less like disturbing that it has like a black headstock and other color there, so it suits this quite well. What is next? AGB. Oh, for me these will always be the Ashley Purdy bases, the semi-hollows. Then we have the Acoustics. I think here the only one I'm really curious about is the Tim Henson. Yeah. Acoustic bass, so they are coming up with a new one. Oh, ukuleles. I actually own one ukulele and it's like the most basic thing ever, but these are like electro ukuleles. I remember, was it Dean that was getting to the ukulele scene when releasing the like ML type ukulele? So it's I don't know if anybody would really like to buy these ones, but they just look pretty epic. And what I was saying before my PC started to turn off, that I think it's called Metallic Grey Sunburst because you can't say it's a silver burst. I don't know, but for me it looks like a silver burst. Oh, what is this pedal? Is this like their take on an like dark class type pedal? Is it for guitar or bass? Because it certainly looks like Alpha Omega or something. Is that like a feeding bowl for a dog? Most certainly yes. Oh, they are coming. Is there that they're like the what Fender has done, and I guess Dunlop, the strap locks. Yeah. When they are coming up with the mandolin, electric one of them. This is actually quite nice finish, but yeah, contoured acoustic. But yeah, the gear that I'm most excited about are, by the looks, this and this for the signatures, but I don't know, maybe, I guess I can't afford them for the rest of my life, so yeah, but this looks very great, this looks great, this is, I'm kind of in between. This looks good with its like simplistic design. This surprised me. It looks very great. This is absolutely like gorgeous piece of gear. For the bass, this fretless is looking very great. I'm quite happy of that finish. I just don't like the Bartolinis. This is quite a nice new addition for the like, what's it called, ecosystem. This looks good with the finish. This finish looks great, and the Tim Henson it looks great. This finish is great, and the ukuleles they are quite a nice like joke for me, but I guess these are like good instruments that people are gonna play. I just wondered if these are 24 frets. Yeah, they actually are. Wow. But yeah, I guess that's it for Ibanez. I'm an Ibanez lamp. I will be an Ibanez fanboy for the rest of my life. They make good looking guitars. But yeah, I'll see you sometimes. Bye, I guess.